I mean, he's still a normal guy, right? I mean,
yep.
He doesn't have any enhanced super strength or anything.
No.
He did get gifted a suit from Wakanda in Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Was it a suit? God, I can't remember the series now. It's been 3 fucking years.
I can't remember. I just remember the what are they called? The HAKUMA TATÉs.
The HAKUMA TATÉ. The HAKUMA TATÉ is adorable.
I just remember them coming out of their ethno state to say we can do what the fuck we want.
Yep.
HAKUMA TATÉ.
Is there?
Let's look at the cinematic and technical magnificence of Captain African American.
All right.
You're no Steve Rogers. Every day with a smile on my face because we're making Captain America.
Stop. Pause.
I'm being handed the ship.
Are you? Let's see if we see Steve Rogers in this.
Look, it's the hand.
Being handed the ship. It just means a lot to me.
It's Tiamat. Go back. Tiamat. So they're fine. Yeah. So Tiamat is where they're going to get the
vibranium.
No, it's adamantium.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to come from him. That's a lot of it. I mean, shit, that's enough for an entire planet for a long time. If it's
Wakanda going to build an ethno state around it.
So, Graham, I know you watched every MCU movie and remembered every minute of it. This is from the Eternals.
What I didn't see.
I did see the Eternals.
You did?
I did.
Oh my God! Why?
Sorry.
Well, because it was the first pure Jack Kirby film that they
supposedly.
did. I owed it to Jack to watch it.
And they didn't do any Jack Kirby at all. Like,
no, there was absolutely no Kirby.
No Kirby Crackle. The Celestials look okay. I mean, that's about the nicest thing I can say. Everything else was shit. It was like the sepia tone brown fucking garbage. And like, if they went, that's another thing. If they had respected the comic and went full Kirby and made it just a love letter to Kirby, I think it would have been, I think it would have done okay.
I think they lifted it from the series that Romita Jr. did.
With Gaiman? Yeah.
It was Gaiman who wrote that. Yeah. I think that's what they lifted a lot of the concept from.
Dude, he's never going to live that down. Good. So they have addressed it. And I guess they're going to address other things. I don't think they're going to address the million Skrulls that are currently on Earth that have invaded from Secret Invasion. MauLer, do you think they'll bring that up?
I mean, the big funny element was the Marvels and Secret Invasion practically hated each other in terms of the narratives they were both running.
Yes.
They didn't agree on what the fuck the reality of the planet was. But that movie didn't take any effort to sort of further the current world. Because even, like She-Hulk saying, what was it? The Accords have been annulled.
Yes.
Or that, which was the one, I don't think it was like an overt reference in any of the actual shows, but it was in an interview where they were like, the blip's mostly recovered from now. Like, we're past that. I can't remember who or what production it was. It might even have been She-Hulk, but it was just like, we've moved past so many world events, they just don't give a shit. And so this movie... That's a partial interest I have. I wonder if they're going to make any other references, because are we going to find out what the Avengers team are from this, or even implied to be? Who knows? But the Skrull War is definitely over because it never happened.
Because it never happened. We're going to just forget about it. I hope that maybe they're not going to bring up Nick Fury's wife, who's a Skrull.
That's all. It's all done. Secret Invasion is one of the most hated of all their projects, which is seriously saying something. Like, I've seen Marvel still saying they really didn't like that one.
Was that a TV episode?
Yes, it was a TV series following Nick Fury and the Skrulls from the Captain Marvel movie, and which were an immigration allegory. There was an extremist group that broke off, and it leads into the Super Skrull, Graham, and the Super Skrull is just. It's it starts out as a dude, but it goes into Amelia Clark. It's Gaia, right? And it's not Super Skrull of the Fantastic Four, the famous Super Skrull, with the Thing hand and the Human Torch hand, and those are not the awesome one. No, it's one that has Drax arms with his tattoos. So apparently the DNA passes on tattoos.
Get the rings.
Jewelry. Yeah.
Jewelry. It's got rings, and it's just all the MCU characters. And Gaia has the power of Captain Marvel, which would make, along with all the other Avengers, which would make her the most powerful superhero in the MCU by a long shot.
So that's not the Super Skrull. That's the Super Adaptoid.
Yes. And then she disappeared. Like, if you have a problem on Earth, you call Gaia. Like, she can handle it, like, over anybody. You just go,
we got willing to work with Marvel ever again.
We have this omnipotent superhero up. I guess she's on the station. Where did she go? I forgot where she went now.
Who, Gaia?
Gaia. She's still hanging around on Earth. That's right.
Yeah, she's on Earth.
Isn't Gaia like Mother Earth to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nick Fury, who is the ultimate version of Nick Fury, right?
Right.
So we know in Captain Marvel he lost his eye to a cat scratching his eye.
Yep.
They also had him marry a Skrull, which was very much a trans allegory. They had him destabilize a country, or no, the world, MauLer, the world, right? I would say, and then fuck off at the end.
It's a really good show that everyone enjoys.
It sounds like it'd be absolutely amazing.
And being handed the shield, it just means a lot to me. It's personal.
He has made that decision to become unabashedly Captain America.
Sir, hey, he stays.
And Harrison Ford playing President Ross is one of the many pinch yourself moments.
I had seen actors in the Marvel movies have a really good time. And I thought, well, maybe I ought to get me some of that.
Maybe I'll go make him miserable.
Yeah, but many creatives, including actors and directors and writers, reported a miserable time in the MCU to the point where they'll either sue or leave.
Scarlett Johansson.
Well, fucking Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Should we get out the list, you know?
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, Jon Favreau, Terrence Howard probably got screwed over. He was a better roadie.
Big time,
yeah, he was a better roadie.
Much better roadie. And they had no problem recasting William Hurt. His body wasn't even fucking cold when they recast it, but they can't recast T'Challa.
Oh, shit. No. Who else? We got an old white guy. Go.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know if it's the case for Harrison Ford, but this happened to Robert De Niro. It happened to Al Pacino. It happened to Jack Nicholson, that they all went broke later in life because they were shitty with money. And you think these guys should be, multi-millionaires, and they own a lot of properties, but they don't own them outright. They have a lot of debt, and they spend like fucking crazy. So they have to go and take shitty movies. They have their shitty movie era just to pay some bills. Kind of late in life for Harrison to be doing this, but dude likes the weed, but it's legal now.
Does he?
Back to Star Wars, do you think?
I was shocked that he was in fucking Rise of Palpatine. I was utterly shocked. I'm like, what?
Everyone was.
For as much as how much he hates fucking Star Wars. And Harrison Ford, he loves Indiana Jones, but he's not a fan of Han Solo, which is mind-boggling.
He wanted to kill him in the third movie.
Yep. And they listened to him in the sequel trilogy, and they shouldn't have, but they did. So, but I love Harrison Ford. I do. Just, don't get in a plane with him. That's all.
Yeah. He landed it.
He did in a park.
Yeah.
A rough landing.
Pilot's creed is any landing you can walk away from is a good one.
There you go.
But he didn't walk away though, did he? Broke his leg, so he got carried away. But at least he was alive.
It's amazing he didn't get injured.
Away from it's a good landing.
It fundamentally changed the Force Awakens because he got injured and they had to do a lot of shooting around him. And
he got injured on Indy as well. So
yeah, he did.
He breaks something in one of his shoots.
Well, the dude's 80.
He's 82. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he's 83 in July. So
I remember, because I remember hearing he was 40 for Return of the Jedi. As a kid, I'm like, that is so old. Whoa. I didn't know he was that old.
And now he's even older.
Now he's even older.
He looks good, though. I mean, the guy's in shape.
He looks great.
He's got his hair.
Yeah. Fucker.
Wow.
It's more than some of us, Xray.
How dare you?
I dare.
You dare greatly.
Really interesting to see him sculpting a character in a world this big. I couldn't put a price on that lesson.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
That's right.
You're right. I'm not.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Who's playing
Audiences are going to really appreciate bringing it back to old school Marvel. And I'm excited.
What's that? Yeah, what does that mean?
Huh?
What
does that mean?
That's what we call in the business sneak diss, you know?
Wow.
Old school Marvel.
Old school Marvel.
What's wrong with the new stuff, Anthony?
Yeah.
Excited for people to see that.
Hakuna Matata.
So many surprises left.
You want me? Come and get me!
Oh, there's the pose. There's the fucking hero landing pose. I am so over that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, apparently he's got some vibranium suit where he can fly around in and take on the Hulk, and that like he didn't before. So he was fighting the Red Hulk just with the shield and no powers. And even internally, Marvel was like, the guys there were like, you can't do this. He would die.
How does Harrison Ford or General Ross, how does he get Hulk powers? How does he become Red Hulk?
It's a different form of radiation. I'm blanking on it right now. It's not the gamma radiation. So that was from, I don't know where you were at the time. It was from, what was the year? Mid 2010s when they did the Red Hulk thing, and they made it a big fucking mystery that it was General Ross. Well, they revealed it was General Ross. Once they did that, I was out. I was like, fuck this.
But in the movie, how do they explain it?
The leader's in it. So the leader's in it, and it'll probably be that variation of the Captain America super soldier serum that
set up since 2010.
Yeah.
Like all the way back when. Remember because like Hulk blood goes onto the leader's head in that movie. But we never saw the payoff for that. We're finally getting it.
We're going to finally get it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
The leader?
Yeah. I
Does he
totally forgot. Oh.
He looks like Darkseid Phil. No, it's I always Timothy Blake Nelson is back. Liv Tyler is back as Betty Ross. So it's Captain African American. Well, she was in one of the versions of the film. Who knows if she's in this one?
Like one scene maybe.
It's bringing a bunch of Hulk villains in to fight Captain African American. It's very strange.
There's a tweet about like the scene from, I think even that, it could have been that video, I don't even know, but it's just where he's flying around doing a bunch of, action stuff. And it has 10K likes. There's a tweet that said, one thing about Sam being Cap is that you can really get creative with the action scenes and the camera work. This film is going to be delivering in that regard. God, Sam is so fucking cool as Cap. And a lot of people responded like, he could do this as Falcon.
Yeah.
There's the wings. Like, what? Where were you? What are you talking about? Like, it's like some frustrating cope to try and explain why this is an excellent decision, as opposed to the reality, which is you stripped him of the character he built. It's gone now. Given to some other person. Like, why did you do that?
You could have had this set up to like, because we, as you brought up before, we don't know who the fucking Avengers are. So you make this a soft reboot of the Avengers to set up the new Avengers. You just call them the new Avengers. And you can have Sam lead them. We've said that before, but doing the hand-me-down thing, I mean, it's going to look bad. It already does look bad. It's going to look worse especially when they start undoing this stuff, which they're doing already. They're going to start undoing this stuff, and eventually they're going to again have to recast Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner. They're going to have to recast all these characters. At some point, and that's what they're heading towards.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if only there was a character whose alter ego was something that was kind of an indicative of shame and a history that he wanted to move on from. Like an assassin where he was mind washed into being a big old mean man. Being Cap could actually like help him move on from that, and was like a best friend to Steve or something. God,
I got nothing.
No, I can't think of anyone.
Nah.
Yeah.
Iron Man, maybe.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Iron America.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, gee, Mr. Stark. Oh, sir, I wish I could be like you, sir.
Finally, we'll be able to have great action scenes because Peter is finally Cap.
No, Miles Morales. That's who it should be. The Marvel
Haley
universe.
Atwell turns up and
I was
just
about to say, just combine them all. I was like, oh, we did already. It's called Gaia. Like,
Yep. The end.
yeah, what if Emilia Clarke just turns up and takes the shield and walks off?
That feels
Mine.
like the actual endgame of MCU's like disgusting sludge machine, where there's a character on screen that's just glitching out and is all the characters constantly switching. It's just like, you love this character, don't you? Pay to see this character. It's just everyone.
No, he looks like in that vibranium costume, whatever the fuck it is. He looks like something that a kid would put together in a video game, right? Which would be fine for the kid, but is it going to work in a potentially $400 million budget movie that needs to make $1 billion?
I'm assuming
It would be really cool if they let him be the Falcon.
Yes.
And gave him that red and white suit. You know, you can add you don't have to have the stuff under the arms. You can have the wings. And all of that, but at least stand him apart, you know, and let the character evolve on his own and make him likable. I mean, the character as Falcon, when we first meet him in Winter Soldier, great character. You fall in love with him immediately. You know, he's this guy. He served his country. He's seen combat. You know, he's dealing with PTSD. You know, he was a really likable and good character, and passing the mantle to him was just a huge mistake because it denigrates him, and people know it's not Captain America. They're waiting for the real Captain America. There's only one. You can only have one because he's only the guy who got the super serum.
They've decided that the Falcon as a character is just a lower rank in terms of interest. That's what they've said. It's what it is. You know, you didn't have, and we can all agree, popularity-wise, of course, Cap outranks Falcon, but not in the sense of like an admirable, noble character who is, we don't do things that way. We don't just have like anytime a famous one dies, the next one up takes their mantle. Like definitively, no matter what hero they are. I was like, that's insane.
I was gonna say he was the low-level cameo for Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and okay, so now you're carrying your own. Okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Well, and if this film were an 11 out of 10, I don't know if it's gonna be able to make the money it needs to even with that. It's everything's working against it. Which
word of mouth will help if it is really good. I don't think it's like Superman. Superman's gonna do well if word of mouth gets out there.
But Superman's cap, I think, is higher than Falcon, the movie, you know? What do you think the most this film could make in the best universe?
800.
Yeah, I would say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 money, right?
See, that's what I'm saying. 800 isn't enough.
No. Yeah, Guardians got hurt by previous Marvel. It had a pretty bad for a Marvel film opening weekend, like underperformed, but word of mouth saved it, and it had legs throughout the summer, and it ended up eking out doing almost as well as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 without adjusted for inflation. And I think that's the best case scenario for this movie. And I think Marvel would, considering how much they're just trying to recoup their losses on this one.
Remember when Falcon couldn't get a load?
Yeah.
Because he's black.
So in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, Graham, the Falcon who knows, so a lot of rich people who knew Tony Stark, Pepper Potts, you know, she's still around.
There was a reference in Age of Ultron that they paid.
Yes. Couldn't get a loan for his boat. Couldn't get a loan for his boat because he was black.
It's so fucking stupid.
And he got profiled in the projects.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Imagine being racially profiled in the project.
You know what's so fucking stupid? I remember the conversations at the time because some people were like, "Actually, that would be very reasonable and possible." It's like, bro, they're more famous in their world than they are in ours.
Yes.
They actually save the world in their universe. They're just movie stars in ours.
He would be one of the biggest superstars on the planet.
Yes.
He would have sponsorships coming out the fucking wazoo. He would have people desperate to him to do interviews. This guy would be loaded beyond his wildest dreams.
He could do the con circuit and make a few bucks, you know, for like
it'd be easy.
Hey, those actors who do the con circuit at the Fan Expo, they make some money. Some of them do. They make some serious money. So there'd be different ways for him to make money. But that was the same brain trust that went into this Captain African American movie. And that then it was bad and it was woke, and now it's just passable according to Marvel. Now they're going to come out going, we totally believe in this movie. It's great.
Like Thunderbolts.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe it's great.
Yeah.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.